Alright, in this video I'm going to explain how to find all the pertinent information of a parabola when it's just a drawn in parabola. So you have this and it's in a drawing. You need to find the crest, the point of vertical intersection, directrix, focus, and equation. Not that you would need all that, but if you have all that, you have everything you need for this. So I'm going to try to do Control Y because I did all the whole video just a minute ago and the sound was turned off. It's HP, and the F4 key can turn off the microphone. In case you didn't know, F8 I think turns off the video. In case you're trying to get on a Zoom and they can't see you or can't hear you, you could try those function keys, turn stuff on. So we're going to draw a horizontal line right here. We're going to trim it at the parabola. Control Y. That's what we did there. And then we're going to divide that perpendicular bisector right there. Control Y. And that's going to give us a drop. And where that intersects the parabola, that's the crest. Control Y. And from that point, we're going to draw a horizontal line all the way across. And it's actually two line segments. So now this is a line segment and that's a line segment. I split that line at that intersection at the crest. Control Y. So now I drew from this point a line going down to the middle of that line segment. So I think I show it here. So it trims out to the center of the Y-axis. Control Y. So that's the X on this side. Control Y, and that's just showing you that they're equal. That's X divided by 2 on each one of those, right? Control Y, get rid of that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. From this point to the middle point of this line segment, from the origin over. Control Y, trim it to the same point. Control Y. And then where those intersect, that is your PVI, all right? And let's go a little bit farther than that. Okay, so just cleaning things up there. And that's showing you that that's our Y-axis. And that's showing that this is the midpoint of both these lines, right? And get rid of that. So from there, I'm going to do a perpendicular bisector, or where the x-axis meets. Since it's trimmed, it's not really a perpendicular bisector. It's it's from the same point though. If this was extended all the way, it would be the perpendicular bisector. Control Y, and those trim to each other since this is the x coordinate, the y-axis of that x coordinate. Where those two trim out is the directrix. That's just Y. There's our directrix. And up there is going to be the focus. So I drew that in. Right there, there's our focus. And Y, there's our directrix. And there's our x-axis right there. I don't think I write it down, but that's the x-axis. And there's our y-axis. And then I'm showing that this is x on this side, and that's half of x. And I think this is where I decided to derive the formula. So let's zoom in there. We have x from the center of the parabola over. That's our x-axis. That's our x-coordinate. And then we said already half that is x divided by 2. And that's y divided by x2 is going to give us a ratio. So I think I come in here and I put in that showing that purple angle is the same as the purple angle here. Right? These two are equal. So we're looking at this large triangle and this triangle. So I think I draw that in. Right? And with that information we have y. Since we know this angle is the same of this big triangle and the little one, we have y divided by x2 is equal to x. So we have that as x. That doesn't change. And then this is p. So let's just go ahead and put it in there. So p from the directrix to the focus, from the directrix to the x-axis, and the x-axis is to the focus is the same. Let's go back. Control Z, Z. You can see that those two dimensions are the same. That's a fundamental principle of a parabola. 20.7492, 20.4792. And then those are P in the formula. They call that P and P. So x divided by 2p is the same ratio. So we have y divided by x divided by 2. Y divided by x divided by 2 is the same as x divided by 2p. And then I just do a little bit of algebra here. I break it down into little individual pieces so I can move things around, right? Just to show you the algebra in case you're not up to speed on the algebra. That's what it looks like. That looks like that's what this is, just in kind of blocks, right? Y divided by x divided by 2 and x divided by 2p. And then since there's divisors on the bottom, you'd move that divisor, the 2, to the top, Control Y. And then you have y divided by 2, y2 divided by x is equal to x divided by 2p. Then you cross multiply, you get x squared is equal to 4py. And that's the equation that I was deriving right there. That's the equation of a parabola. And I think that's it. It was actually a little bit easier to do it that way than drawing all the pieces and explaining it at the same time. And that was it. That was where no more Control Y. And that's how you do it geometrically, and not likely to help you on a test, but in the real world you may be able to apply that with an underlay in AutoCAD or something like that. Is practical application of the geometry that would be required for getting the pertinent information on a parabola. And then with that you could just fill in the information and you'd have the formula for that parabola using the numbers. And let's see, so that's all I can tell you about geometrically breaking down the parabola. Hope that helps in your career, and thanks for watching.